G'day everybody, welcome to Starbase Flyover Live number 28. So it looks like we're going to have a go at the flight and see what happens. We see a few clouds out there, but let's go and see what happens. Right, we're out on the runway, we've done our warm-ups and our run-ups. Off we go. We call V1. Rotate. There we go, we're airborne. Nice. Wow, look at the clouds earlier, my goodness.
And a big hello to everyone we've got in chat and in Discord today. We've got Indy Star here with us. She's going to be doing questions and donations. How you doing, Indy?
I'm doing well, thanks. How about you guys?
Pretty good.
I'm good. We got Josh as well.
Hey.
And Steph as always.
Hey, yeah. All right, yeah. That wasn't a very good intro, was it? G'day, YouTube. I'll be Stephanie B. I'll be your host for today. Let's see what happens.
We're all a little last minute today.
I reckon. Oh, nice.
So that everybody knows, we were kind of iffy on the flyover today because of the cloud cover and everything. So we weren't 100% sure whether or not we were actually going to be doing it. And so just in like the last 20 minutes, basically, we decided, yep, we're going to go ahead. So we're kind of scrambling just a little bit, but we made it happen.
Yeah, looking at the weather earlier, I wasn't even going to get out of bed, to be honest. But anyway, here we are. It's all good. Let's see, we've got photos from that site. Here we go, some photos already. Starlink's working well today. So, well, it's worthwhile having a go today because we've got 2 flight-ready vehicles. Well, almost flight-ready. They're flight-ready, except they've just got to, the ship has some sensors on it that'll need removing before flight. But you might as well say 2 flight-ready vehicles out and about today. One at Massey's and one at the pad. All very exciting. Oh, I can't see much of the storage lot just yet. Oh, look at this other photo here. This airplane here's got Rocket Queen written on it. That's pretty cute. I have a feeling we've seen that before. Is that turbo caravan? No, it's not that. Actually, that's not a turbine caravan. That's a normal piston engine. Alrighty. Let's see what photos are coming in. Oh, lots of photos. Let me change this a bit.
So we had some pretty cool things happen overnight, didn't we?
And
Yeah, a
even
couple of rollouts.
minutes.
We had a couple rollouts.
No, we took off at the right time. We were going to take off at 1 p.m. What time is it? Oh, we did take off early.
Yeah,
10
just
minutes
just a
early.
little bit early.
Indy's in chat. Cool.
Cloud's not looking too good, but as we know from previous flyovers, that's usually not the case whenever we get closer to the water and over by Starbase. So, fingers crossed.
Fingers and toes
Fingers.
and everything. Yeah.
I was just going to say that. Fingers and toes and everything you can cross.
Along with your wires.
No, we want the wires to remain as is.
Let's look at this storage lot. Oh, they've got some stuff on their racks. That racking over the back hasn't changed much. Maybe they are doing inside the building with that racking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. I've seen things be moved around. Like they take it from that entrance that's down by the bottom of the screen, and they've been moving it up into that kind of holding area. But I've seen some stuff that just straight up disappears too. So I'd imagine they're just completely redoing the racking inside.
Let's see, they're probably not going to climb much till they get out in some clear weather. I don't think they'll climb through that cloud.
Our TFR was also raised above Massey's from 2,000 to 5,000 feet.
Starting today, I believe, correct?
I didn't look at it. Was it starting today?
I thought so.
Yeah, it started at midnight.
Yep, started today at 5 a.m. It's almost like they knew we were coming.
Yep, and Aspen called it outright. Stay low until there's a hole, then climb through it. That's what Mauricio said.
Yep, 100%. Here we go, passing the brown lot and the Gigabay storage lot.
We get some photos of that.
It really is cool to see all of this while he's flying.
Yeah, it's so neat that we get this in real time. So yeah, we've made 100% determination that everything being stored over the brown lot is for the cladding of the Gigabay.
Yeah, there's nothing really looking in any of that steel.
Nope. It was looking like that in the first week or two, but yeah, since they started bringing in those bales of cladding and stuff, that really sealed the deal.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, the cladding's in those rectangular white containers.
There was a question in chat about the cost of fuel. Ben Vision was asking, what's AV gas going for in Brownsville these days? Have these flyovers gotten much more expensive with the oil spike?
They're starting to, that's for sure.
Yes, the fuel prices everywhere is going up. With avgas is not immune to that, obviously. The airlines, everyone's talking about the price of flying at the moment. It's more expensive, but for a small flight like this, it wouldn't be like, thousands more. I mean, for an international flight, for sure, it'd be like quite a lot more. But a little flight like this, it's not much different to you going for a couple of hour drive in your car. To be honest, it's still going to be more expensive, but not like thousands more. But yeah, definitely more expensive. Yes, today's flight will be costing much more than normal because of the fuel spike in fuel prices. Yes, it's hitting in Australia as well a bit. We're a bit lucky over here. Our government's helped out and dropped some of our fuel tax, so the fuel's staying still high, but not as high as it could be. Well, just did a nice sharp turn then. Looks like you're flying over the port now. We have an excise on our fuel. The government dropped the excise on our fuel just at the moment to help us out. The excise helps to pay for roads and other infrastructure. Okay, what's our altitude now? Still 750 feet. Yeah, I hadn't started climbing still. I wouldn't be climbing through that cloud either.
Gives us some great shots of the port that we like to use for the Tuesday show. Speaking of the Tuesday show, for those who don't know, we have a newer show. We are about 17 episodes deep right now that we run on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central called Starbase Expanded. And in that show, we go over all of the things that we've learned since our weekend live stream. And we go over a lot of the external support sites. We look over here, we talk about the LNG plant that they're building, the new area that SpaceX is looking to get by the port, Rio West, and a lot of other things. So if you guys are interested in learning all about Starbase, be sure to tune in.
New oil plant's not started yet.
I thought we were going to rename it to the Bash Alex Hour.
Yep, that was this past Tuesday for sure.
Yeah, so what happens when I let the kids play on their own?
Yep.
That's all right. It's okay. They did good. I needed the week off. That was what was I doing that day? That's what I was taking the car to the mechanic. I was listening to you on YouTube though, on my phone. There's the tanks they're the water tanks from old Pad Scrap's water deluge farm, and one of the new tanks that came in quite a while ago now. Okay, let's have a look where we're up to. Should have plenty. Oh, there's the boat. Pictures of the boat getting torn apart. Boy, it's getting torn apart. It seems to be a lot quicker at the moment.
Yeah, they shifted up into second gear, didn't they?
Every time I look at it, the whole heap of it's missing again. Especially at the back too. They've been
there's a lot less stuff than last week.
Let me see. I haven't really got a shot from behind.
Wonder what they got going on in the water down there. That's interesting.
Dredging, I think, down there. Yeah, I think that's. Hang on. I think that's the piping for the dredging. It might be the dredging barge over yonder. I'm not actually 100% sure now. What's chat say?
Dave agrees, more dredging.
Yeah, oh, g'day, Dave Avery. Good to see you in chat. And yeah, I asked Dave if he could keep his ear out on the ground about the new actuators on the chopsticks, whether electric or hydraulic. He seemed to think they're electric, but I think in the last few ground photos we've seen, we're pretty convinced they're fully electric because they're fully upgrading or downgrading the hydraulics on Pad B's tower at the moment. We can see quite a few changes to the hydraulic system. They've gone from very large pipes to very small pipes on the carriage themselves.
Looks like they may be only keeping the hydraulic for the ship quick disconnect, right?
Yeah, and the subsystems on the chopsticks, like the stabilizing arms and the catch rails, just the smaller systems. They've really only replaced the big actuators. Everything else is still as hydraulic as it used to be. The SQD arm, actuator, and also the actual SQD plate hydraulics as well.
I should imagine though over time SpaceX will try and switch more and more to electric for each of those things.
Yeah, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, good close up. Dave was saying showed 8 electric motors. Yeah, I think that's correct. I think they're like I've got a picture of one. The small actuators with just one motor mounted in parallel to the main shaft. I think they've done the same thing except just put 8 of them all around in a circle. Okay, where are we? We're climbing it. No, still not climbing. Let's see what the clouds
Yeah,
declare.
and it's worth pointing out as well that which shouldn't really be much of a surprise, but they've been installing those same design actuators over at LC-39A as well.
Yep.
I was going to ask
absolutely.
that, but I did notice that they did put the actuators in, but I didn't hear anybody say whether they were new ones. I assume they were going to be the new ones. I just hadn't heard for sure yet.
Yeah, I think they announced it on NSF during one of their episodes last week.
Well, I hadn't caught up with that, so that'll be right.
Junar had a question. He's wondering any idea what they decided to load test the SQD arm suddenly? I think it's supposed to be why they decided to load test the SQD arm suddenly.
Probably because of all the new supports that they've put on it.
Well, I'm of the opinion those supports are more to do with swinging the arm out faster, not what would be pushing or pulling the arm down. So
For sure, I think they just checking deflection, because of adding those supports. Just my thought.
But it's interesting that they didn't do this before when the foot arm was first installed, and they haven't done this over at Pad 1 either. So it's an interesting one.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's definitely a weird test to some of us because of the fact that it's not going to be holding anything, So yeah, it's definitely a little different.
We still haven't done it at Pad 1 yet. They might do it, but you would think they would do it at the same time while they had the water bags here.
It's but yeah, I guess it begs the question of what sort of forces are they expecting to be exerted on the arm? Like downwards forces. Is it vehicle thrust during lift-off pushing down, or is it all the harder in the arm and failed propellant lines as well? Yeah.
Or maybe if it doesn't disconnect immediately and gets pulled up a little bit as it starts to take off. It's just odd.
I mean, with the quick disconnect not disconnecting, I doubt it would cause like any issues because it would be the main actual what's the word, mechanism that lifts the QED into place that would get torn out rather than the actual arm, I think.
It may be a simple Maybe a simple part of the paperwork to get everything ticked off as well. Why they hadn't done it before, I'm not sure. And pad one's, I'm pretty sure it's going to be removed. So there's no use testing it yet because the arm had a design change. So they're at least going to take the arm extension off anyway, as we already know that. But I'd say the whole arm's going to come off, to be honest.
I think for the pad 2 testing, it's just they're going to try and move the arm out significantly faster, which, you know, and because obviously it's a brand new design, like you said, Steph, they're going to want to test it.
And of course, moving the arm out a lot faster is how you get away with not having to add a load of shielding over everything.
Absolutely.
Mauricio indicated in chat that he's climbing.
Cool. Yep, so they're up nearly 2,000 feet. Cool. Looks like they found a hole in the clouds. I just need to make sure the hole stays there so they can come back down through the clouds, of course.
We need it to follow them over to Starbase.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as long as it lasts over Starbase. And Massey's, ideally.
Oh, yeah, there's some breaks in the clouds. Cool.
Well, it would have been quite a cool catching the booster mid-lift during this flyover, but I think it looks like it's still a decent ways off actually lifting.
All right, see the clouds. Yeah, looking broken there. We might. So there was another set of clouds up higher. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens up a bit higher. Where are we now? 2,500 feet. So what's the TFR over Massey's 5,000 feet, did you say?
Yep.
There's Massey's down there.
5,000 feet already? I thought, or was that tomorrow?
Today's the 11th.
5,000.
Yeah, it was at 5
today,
a.m.
yeah.
this morning, unfortunately.
Still decent, 5,000. I mean, it was, what, 10,000 before, and they randomly decided to knock it down to 5,000.
Yep, better than 10. We'll take it.
Well, there's another different angle of the LNG plant. I'm curious what they're going to do in this little electrical lot in here.
Oh, you can see them starting to do a bunch of trenching in that open area that we've been waiting for them to start doing some construction. In that electrical area, you can kind of see it gridded out.
Yeah, that's been there for a couple of weeks now, that trench over
to
the
the
back.
left. In that
in
open
here.
area. Yep, right there. That was just
I guess
cleared. It was just nice and flat the last few weeks.
I guess that's trenching. I'm not sure.
Looks like it.
Let me see, there's another picture. Oh, that's sort of it's just a bit to the left. I guess that's parking.
Yeah, that's a little ways away from that area.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's trenches and some footings or something, or footings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure
Got
they're
a new
going to
building going up just below it also.
Sure they're going to do more step downs or not. I'm going to keep it at the really high voltage. I've got no idea they're going to put more transformers in. Just quietly. There we go. We're up at 3,500 feet. Cool. Now I do have the horses in the house yet, so I may have to run out and chase a horse out of the house yet. Seems to be a popular activity of mine for everybody. How are we looking out there? Ooh. Hope everyone's still got their fingers crossed.
Little hazy, but not a lot of clouds so far.
There we go. We're heading back to. Oh no, we're going the wrong way. Come back.
About 3,500 feet.
Yeah. 34.2. There we go. 90 knots.
Going down for some.
We're in the 172. Yeah. So I was looking at 172s through the week, and I see there's a few turbine 172s. They look pretty awesome. They'd be a good way to do the flyovers. They're a bit more expensive, but boy, you'd get up to altitude quicker. As my flying, my pilots in chat. Have you ever seen a turbine 172? A 172 turbine, I should say. They look pretty cool. Look pretty mean.
Thought we were climbing. We're going down for some reason.
What's we looking at? What's the clouds look like?
They are keeping it
Looks
under 100, which is good for the for our antenna.
Andy, what were you going to say?
Looks like South Padre Island is clear at least. Not that that helps us any, but we also want to thank Space Watcher 01 for his $10 donation. And they say a little bit of help with fuel and thanks for all the team does. Thank you, Space Watcher.
It's our pleasure to do this, to be honest.
Marisha just posted in the Patreon lounge and said they're going to go out into the Gulf to go around the TFR in the rain.
Oh, yeah. Cloud ceilings around 5,000.
I see. Try and get some low angle shots. Cool. Let's see what happens.
What are everyone's thoughts on the state of the ship?
The ship looks beautiful. I hear people complaining about it, but I think it looks awesome, to be honest.
It's yeah, it's something, yes.
Some interesting placement of tiles.
The one complaint, because I know that all of the tiles are likely for just adhesive testing. The one complaint I do have is the raceway. It's so I just don't know how to describe it. It's just it looks really weird.
Looks beautiful.
There's
Giggity.
there's certainly be some interesting choices with the design of that ship. With the way they've placed other stuff, so the raceway cover has to sort of step around various hardware.
Also, I'm not sure if everyone else has noticed it. I still don't think they've got cameras on the forward flaps yet installed.
There's something up there I did see earlier. I looked closely though.
It just still looked like the white little holes from when it first rolled out to me. I didn't get a good view of it yet, though.
Looks really, really nice. These little places, yeah, I don't know. They still go straight up mostly. A few,
but you can
there's a few tiles.
But you can see why those raceways step like that because they're going around vent hardware.
Well, there's a nice up close to it. Starship Gazer. Yeah, it'll have to come back to the factory after the static fire to get rid of all those sensors. Yeah, a few patches of tiles. Vents. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks fine. Looks beautiful. And do we know there's not a camera in those holes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is in the bottoms of those flaps on the edges there. But there doesn't seem to be any cameras facing the aft flaps that I've seen yet. But there is something. There's two items up on the nose cone that might be camera assemblies, maybe.
To be fair, they might not have added the aft cameras yet. I do think I'm looking at it now. There might be on the left side there might be a little mount just above the bottommost stringers for a camera.
At least the raceways are symmetrical.
Oh God, can you imagine?
We can.
Yeah, exactly. Knowing SpaceX and the way they run their tank farms and things like that, yeah, we can imagine.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't put it past them whatsoever.
You know, looking at
We
it
also-
from a,
Go on, Alex.
I was going to say, looking at it from a, I'm looking at Starship Gazer's incredible photos. Looking at it in full, my opinions are slightly shifting on the raceways. I don't think they look that bad, but it does look really, really good.
It looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Look, they go straight up. They're only ticking out a little tiny bit here and there today. I think they look pretty straight.
What were you about to say, Andy?
I was going to say we want to thank Rockin79 for his $5 donation. And he says, hi from Chicago O'Hare Airport. Love the flyovers, and here's a little bit for that fuel. Thank you for the fuel money. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this bit of wiring will have to come up once they finish static firing. There's a fair bit
Well,
of
what a,
sensors on there.
Open the
What I
pod bay
keep-
doors, please, Hal.
What I,
Why would you do that?
what I keep reminding myself with these vehicles, though, it's very much going to be function over form. That's the more important thing.
Absolutely.
Still waiting for them to paint the aft.
Well, you probably won't see that until Flight 13 at the earliest.
Listen, I am holding out hope. I am holding out hope because there's a little bit that's painted at the moment, and I'm praying. Okay, let me dream. Okay,
If they were going to paint it for this flight, they would have done it by now. I mean, I don't see the point in putting a little patch on and then painting the whole aft later on. I mean, that patch is probably just there to see how that coating holds up during the next flight, and then when it comes to Flight 13, they'll probably then actually paint the aft fully on B20 if that coating performs as it should.
hope core.
We had a question in the chat asking what those raceways are for on the outside.
They are for the, what do you call it, autogen gas, and they're for electrical.
And it probably there'll be FTS installed somewhere in there as well in those raceways.
I think that's the midsection where it's got that like
Yeah.
little bulbous bit.
It's looking now like there's not actually going to be like a separate raceway run. It looks like it is actually built into the other two raceways now.
It's kind of funny. The top of the ship looks like way thinner in Starship Gazer's photos because obviously they've got the ablative layers around it. Looks a little bit
Oh, I
funny.
see, yeah.
Yeah.
They so the same with the booster. They've got they use the from the engines. They run gas to keep the tanks pressurized, so they run up to the. So in these raceways, there's a pipeline for the LOX and there's a pipeline for the methane tank to keep the tanks pressurized during flight, rather than just using helium. And there's also electrical, so lots of electrical for the flight computer, electrical, and for power circuits and what have you.
Yeah, and there's
Pretty
also
busy.
a lot of steel PV lines underneath those raceways as well.
Doc Sean had a question. He's wondering what's the deal with the dorsal side tile patches? Do we know what they're testing or just guesses at this point?
They're
Pretty
testing.
easy.
Yeah, what he said.
Although it's quite interesting to see how full on they're going with it this time. I mean, look how many tiles there are on the back, on the leeward sides of those flaps. I mean, that is quite intense.
Part of it, I know you said it. They're going function over form, but considering they got an IPO coming up pretty soon, I think they aren't going to be. I think they will pay a little bit of attention to how good it all looks, because you don't want to really, I mean, if they only had one side tiled, think that would drive me insane.
No, they'll never put extra weight on just for appearance. No, these are function. The bottom ones may be something to do with plasma coming around as an effect of the flaps. They may have been a hot spot here during the last flights. Up top, I'm not sure. Maybe they're testing to see some function of like insulation or so on. They wouldn't be doing it just for they wouldn't be doing it just for looks, that's for sure.
It's
You'll
adhesion.
find, yeah, you'll find with some of these they're in like dead zones where they're not going to be affected that much during your entry if they're just checking out how the adhesion holds up in these.
It looks like they're using the new purple glue that we first saw in Star Factory. It looks like they're using that on all of these sections, which obviously makes sense because you've got the tanks where they'll be testing it for the expanding and contracting, and then on the flaps for the high speed movement.
Booster 19.
Nice. Yeah.
DMHMT is wondering, what is the paint coating?
The paint coating, what?
I was probably asking about the coating that they're planning to use on the booster rafts. We don't actually we don't know exactly what the material is, like what the actual coating is, but it's expected to add a layer of thermal protection to the aft sections of the boosters.
I don't think it's paint.
It is. It's absolutely paint.
I don't think it is. But okay. If they first rolled it out when they were going to do cryo testing, they had paint on then. But then when they rolled it out to do the first static fire testing, no paint and no sign of paint. Wasn't even like any appearance that there was.
It's still there. It's not paint per se, but it's a coating that you paint on.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is they were able to quickly, easily remove it without leaving much residue. So I mean, it might not be paint, but it's. I was sort of.
It's still there.
No. So okay, when they rolled it out for the first cryo, it was there. Then when it was for the first static fire, wasn't there, and then it's back.
I've seen it there the whole time.
Okay, looks like they've moved the LR 11,000 over to this side of the site. Did they remove some of its boom sections, or is it just the angle of the photo there?
Sure looks like it.
Yeah,
they are all staying there on the new area.
Yeah, they're off to the left.
So they removed the boom and the jib, the lifting, or whatever you call it, fixed jib. Cool. Well, these are good photos. Well, at least we got a picture of the booster on the pad. That's good. So that's an achievement in itself. So well done for going out around there. What's our altitude? So altitude is still down 2,400 feet. Okay. Booster 19. Go, you good thing. Get that job done. The Movac tanks, they'll be getting rid of water from the last water deluge test, I guess. Seems all the plumbing's disabled now in that area.
Yeah, I noticed they squeezed one last day. It was testing before rolling the booster out.
That's fairly lengthy too, but not the top plate at all. Just the flame bucket, yeah, and the ridge cap.
Yeah, it was about the usual 60 seconds long that we used to now.
That's pretty cool. They can do it for that long. That's pretty amazing.
Which I'd say probably is a pretty big sign of what we can expect out of the static fire testing. It seems like they might actually be able to go for a minute long.
That'd be pretty decent. Although, I guess, on launch, that would be harder on the flame trench than on launch, because although it won't be full throttle, I guess, there's that as well. Because like a launch is only, it's only a matter of 30 seconds or so, isn't it? But it is full throttle though on launch, whereas a static fire is very much throttled down, I guess. I guess they're throttled down. They'd have to be, wouldn't they?
Any semi-decent shots of the ASU?
How are we going? 2,000 feet, okay. Okay, so less than ideal flight, but still getting some really good images through. Oh, there's the blimp. Is the Border Patrol, the blimp over in South Padre Island.
Yeah.
Where's the big helium tank? So let's just bring a tanker in when they need it. So not many RVs in the RV park, or is that just a new one, or is it just empty? Looks like it might be a new one.
Or tearing it up, one or the other.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. Looks like a bunch of pipes sticking straight up back there in the back.
Let's see, ASU. Oh, there we go. There's the ASU with the new shed getting built around the compressors. Shed, you know what I mean? Building, shed.
Looks like they're getting a pad on that long end too.
Yeah, they pulled a load of footings there the other day for the gas and control bunker.
Is that the actual full slab poured in there?
Sure looks like it.
Yeah.
Yep, and you can see all the footings sticking up from it as well.
Looks like in the back area there's some kind of something going on, like a little skeleton going up in the very, very back.
Over here.
Yeah, it looks like it. Just hard to tell. Like a little bit of framing or something, maybe.
Oh, they've got stuff staged out here too now.
Yeah.
So they're not going to concrete this after all.
Yet.
Which is, yeah. Be surprised if they carry on using it as just that layer there.
Well, they staged a lot of stuff on dirt over at 39A's Starship pad. More methane. They've been bringing in a lot of methane, I noticed, through the week. So there's a couple of these new methane, upload points. Dang it, I say methane. Tomato. So yeah, some methane getting unloaded there.
Methane, hethane, euthane, shethane.
What do you say? Ethane and ethane? Ethane. Methane. I don't know. Some more launch site photos. So there were some build site photos. Let me have a quick look at one of them. Oh, looking from the village side, yep. Yeah, the apartment building's looking more and more nice and finished. Well, it's still a way to go, but yeah, the exterior is looking really nice. Down here, can't really see much of what's going on down there. Can see a booster missing from the Giga Bay. And let me see, is that all level 5 steel up there? Is that pretty well most of level 5 steel up?
Yeah.
Wow, they went quick with that.
Really starting to raise up the level of those cranes. I guess those back ones are way up now.
Yeah, oh, that one's right down low. Look at that. So it's almost, well, it's getting there. It's getting close to the height of Mega Bays. So another probably layer to go, and they'll be pretty close to the same level as Mega Bays. You'd almost get a booster in there now. It's almost booster height right now. Whereas booster height's sort of there, so oof, it's pretty well at booster height. Oh, wow, little people in Discord. G'day, Discord. Wow, look at you all. Good on you. Thanks for joining us on this ippy day. How's chat going? It's a couple of hundred in chat. Cool. Welcome, y'all. Looks at me saying like an American. Well, barely. Okay, the back of Sanchez, or the back of the Mega Base. Where's my mouse? There it is. Let me see if I can find a Sanchez photo. There's one. So I guess there's a booster transport stand missing. What else can we? I sort of missed that area.
Say along with the ship side fighter test stand, although that was more off to the left.
Yep. Oh, there's that grid pin tester in there.
Yep, still hanging out.
Ship transport stand over there. Well, that's a really different angle. Another ship transport stand over there. That booster stand's still over there. Let me go back this way one.
You can see the white ones with the dog legs.
Oh, over there, yeah. The what do you call it stand isn't there where it was built. It's still at Massey's, I guess, the structural integrity stand.
Might be something that we're about to get pictures of, by the way, since we're seeing Massey's in the background there.
Have a quick look. Oh, there we go, yep. Aha, there's 39. Woohoo. Ship 39. Go, you good thing.
Yeah, both Flight 12 vehicles out testing at the same time is pretty cool.
So where's the structural integrity stand? It's back at the... Must be back at Sanchez, is it? Build site.
No, that should still be there at Massey's.
Oh, I see it.
I haven't seen it coming back. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, go up and to the right. It's just to the right of that big, tall tower. Just keep going to the right. Right, up.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, there.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Just hard to see.
Let me have a closer look. I don't believe
that static fire area looks very clean, like really good.
Yeah, because you can see the little stand pieces that stick up off the top of it there.
Oh, are you looking for the cryo stand? Photo 5164 has a really good shot of it.
You think that's it over there?
Yeah. I believe that's where it was sitting last week, wasn't it?
No, it was sitting over here last week. Is it here?
No, that's your pistons in the old style. That funny that piston holder thing. That's all that is.
Yeah, what number did you say, Alex?
5164. It's got a really good shot of it. I'll send it in Patreon Lounge.
Oh, there it is there.
Yep, that was it.
Yeah, same place as last week, sitting between the cryo stations.
No crow for me today.
Oh, still got plenty to fly.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, we got time.
I'll start buttering the bread for my crow sandwich now.
Oh, butter makes it better.
There it is.
That's what I was saying. And that other shot was just, it's kind of hiding. It's so hard to actually see.
It'd be nice to see that that pipe underneath hooked up.
You can see they're actively working on the thrust sims down in the photo. See the man lift up underneath it.
Yeah. So they got all those ladders underneath it and a man lift underneath it, huh? Or what do you call it? A scissor lift?
No, it'll be man lift.
I wonder if they're going to try and do a simultaneous testing with a ship and booster tomorrow. Obviously, it'll probably just be spin primes on both, but even still.
Well, it depends when they get the booster on the launch mount. Ship could probably be tested tomorrow, but I don't know about the booster. They have to, yeah.
For ship, I would have thought. Well, I mean, I wouldn't think we'll see a static fire until probably Tuesday, because they'll want to do a spin prime, and they might want to do igniter tests because of the vacuum raptors, and also, well, they've never tested Raptor 3 on a ship before, and then of course the actual static fire itself.
I think if the tests do end up simultaneously, it'll be absolute coincidence. I don't think they want to do it right. I don't think they're trying to make it look special or something cool, or maybe if they want to distract us from one thing to another. But yeah, I think it'll be like just because it actually happened on accident.
I thought maybe they could do it under a similar closure, but they're totally different areas. They don't need to have different closures. I mean, they can't have the same closure.
Massey's doesn't even need a closure, I don't think.
So 30, what is it? 18.3 now has its aft skirt and cap on, as far as I know.
Yep.
Nice.
Has it got rods yet? Looks like there's some rods even perhaps in there too.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the rods going up, but I guess there is.
Unless that's something else I'm looking at, but that looks like a rod. Smells like a rod, but it doesn't look like a rod up here though, Jake. Look.
Yeah, that's not rods in there. I don't know. That's something else. That's probably reflections off the pillars of the stand.
That's what it is too. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I thought the one with the aft skirt added didn't need to have the cap on it. I thought that's what the aft skirt was acting like because of the way that they changed the. No.
Needs the cap.
39.1 didn't need a cap, the one in the background, but 18.3 has the hot staging truss on top, and it needs, which won't accept the cap, so it needs that ship aft section to adapt the cap onto it.
Looks like they're doing some kind of testing also. We can see frost on those vaporizers to the left.
I don't think it's, well, some of it's probably to do with maybe not being able to put the can crusher cap on the truss, but you want to simulate the actual ship pushing down on the booster as well.
Yeah.
At the aft end of the booster. Aft end of the ship.
True. Oh, it's beautiful driveway, all nice and clean and concretey.
Concretey? Steph Drew's suggesting that you not sniff the rods.
He's very shy. Yeah, whatever. Funny. I have one of my dogs. If I sniff him, he looks at me like he's totally offended. He's funny as. Funny little dog. Yeah, he's not scared of cattle. Like, he's a good cattle dog. But yeah, you'd walk up to him and sniff him. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's really funny. Not that I sniff my dogs very often. It's just funny because he does that.
Sure.
That sounded totally wrong. Sorry, guys.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Woof woof.
The stream is now PG-13.
It's meant for certain adults.
Yeah.
Concrete. Yep, that is the word. Absolutely, Indy. Concrete is the word.
No, I just like the way you said it. That's all, concretey. I didn't mean to imply it wasn't a word.
I don't think I'm going to leave that one down, Matt.
Anyway, back to Starbase.
Yeah, anyway, back at Starbase.
Looks like we got SPMTs sitting on Massey's way down there.
How's everyone feeling in terms of flight 12 with all the testing going on today?
Flight 12, well, it could be it'd be less than a couple of months now, I reckon. Maybe Elon can say it's going to be 2 weeks now. I guess by the time they staticfy, I'm not sure whether the booster would have to come back again. Maybe it has to go back to the factory again. The ship definitely does.
The booster absolutely has to go back. It's got a lot of work that needs doing on it still, on the raceways, and probably going to be all those, a load of testing sensors all over the aft section that'll need removing before flight.
Do we think we're going to see any cryo testing or anything today, or do you think they might wait till tomorrow and just place it today?
I think they'll just place it today.
Well, yeah, it won't be testing today. There's going to be no near enough time for testing today.
I mean, we got overnight. Not like we ever stop at 5 p.m., right?
It's very true.
True, although they don't really seem to actually do much testing overnight anymore at the launch site.
At Massey's, they do.
They do the pressure testing at launch site too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see what they're testing at Massey's right now.
Well, they've been testing the GSC, so they might be still testing the GSC.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can find one with the pumps in it. Maybe this one will show an angle with the pumps in it.
Just because usually whenever they test something, they clear everybody out. And they're definitely not cleared out. So yeah, maybe they're just shuffling around pipes and tanks and stuff. Testing valves, etc.
So they're still drilling here. They haven't moved those tanks. Yeah, I guess they're frosty. I'm just wondering whether it's an angle of the light or something. But
you can see the pipes in front of those tanks right there, just below it. They're kind of white too. Yep.
Yeah, maybe doing some night. Look over here at this.
You can see some white over there too.
Well, I think that's white insulation. Hang on, let me just think about that. Over here, maybe. No, I'm not sure. Maybe there. Let me have a little look for a second. Hang on. Let me just bring up a picture, another picture. Hang on.
Yeah, it's too bad they raised the TFR, man. We could, because the cloud layer being at 5,000, we could have still made it over there. Got some good overhead shots.
Only illegal if they catch you.
I don't think that plane's fast enough to get away.
They're what? They're going to scramble some F-35s from Brownsville.
Let's not push it and find out.
See, the insulation's black. All that white's frost.
Oh, I see what's going on. All right.
When are they going to finally retrofit that cryo station? I wonder if they will, or if they'll just kind of move all cryo testing to.
Looks like the. Yeah, that might be. Hang on, get rid of this picture. So that might be frost actually on the LOX pipes there too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it is shiny silver in that spot, but as we can see in this photo, that's actually frosty. And in this photo, it's not frosty, but it's still very silver, so it might be hard to tell from a distance if that bit's actually frosty.
But if you look at the small pipes off to the right there, see how they're all covered in frost? Yeah.
No, that's white insulation.
No.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no.
When you get super close to it, you can see that it's frosted up. Yeah, see that? See, it's frosted over metal pipe.
No, that's just white. I'll go back a few more weeks. That's just white insulation.
Capsex points out that they could be pressurizing 39, and they also did some flap testing about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I actually saw them doing some flap testing, yeah. Where are we? 1 second. Oh, here. This is white insulation. The pipe's not frosty. See the white insulation?
Okay, so it's because of the burn marks. That's why it looks that way. Okay.
I don't know why this is the only bit of white. I don't know why this is only a bit of white insulation on the whole Starbase, like everywhere on Starbase. But yeah, this shiny
All
silver
right.
could be.
I'm
it
loading
could
up that
be-
crow sandwich now.
That could be just silver we're looking at in the distant photo rather than actually frost too. Like, because it looks from a distance, that's going to look similar, that white frosty, to silver on the LOX pumps.
Mm-hmm.
Matt DMHMT says, "Don't forget the butter."
Don't forget the tomato sauce.
Yeah, don't forget the Todd on it.
Dang right.
Okay, how are we going? Oh, we're heading back home again. Are we? Cool. Well, so that would conclude the photos for today, but let's have a quick look at what we got. We've got a couple of the surrounding sites. Oh. Is that a quarry for Starbase?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing that one as one of the spots. Event dudes would know more.
Well, we got to see 2 vehicles at their prospective static fire locations. That's pretty awesome. So we got that for a good update. It's a bit hard to see any other updates, to be honest. Not sure what we're going to do this week with a live stream tomorrow or what. I don't know. We'll see. We'll make that decision later on today.
I think it'll help a lot once we get the images cleared up too. We'll be able to see a few more details.
Cue the song I Can See Clearly Now.
That was a good effort going around the TFR. That was a good idea, at least to get some of these shots of Booster 19 and Ship 39. Well, my Google's going slow. Let's see. So they're still drilling there. Yeah, there's not much to see. I still don't know whether that's frost or just silver there on these pipes. Doesn't look like that exhaust had been run. Yeah, I'm not sure. And there's also white insulation on these tanks too. Let's go back. Another image there as well. Where's that image gone? This image might show it. No, that's the wrong tanks. Hang on.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
And while we're looking for that, we also want to thank David Richter for a $50 donation. And he says, "Thanks for the nice flight." Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Oh,
No,
on
we're
your
still
screen.
buffering.
No, it's coming.
There it goes.
Oh, on Discord, I can't see Matt's screen anymore. Oh, the actual YouTube stream's running, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, wow, $50 from David. Awesome, wow.
Were you not here when I said that?
I was busy. I was busy looking at photos. All right, yeah. So, well, yeah, it's good to see the ships out, the vehicles out on their pads, and nice touchdown happening right now. So that'll conclude our flight.
Just to note, it looks like they're about to lift the booster. The choppies have just raised up, and they're not touching just yet, but they are raising. So watch out for it.
And we just got another $50 donation from R Excited, who says, "Avgas is not cheap. Here's a few gallons." That's fabulous. Thank you so much.
Twice. Wow. Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you so much, R Excited.
Oh, that's so generous. Yeah, $100 US. Yeah, that's awesome. That'll definitely help. Because, yeah, like I said earlier, I probably downplayed the extra price of the fuel, but yeah, it definitely makes a huge difference still.
Yeah, not only that, but we also have to pay an extra $70 per hour for the 172.
Okay, let's see. A couple more of the outer sites on the way in. So that'll be the flight, and that'll be the images we have. So we'll, I think Matt will go ahead with the show and tell and see what we got with the higher res images and see what we can do. Make a decision about live stream after the show and tell, I guess.
Absolutely.
All right, so show and tell will be in a few hours. Yeah. Excited. That's awesome. Gee, that's so generous.
Yeah, show and
The
tell
17
for Discord members and YouTube members should be around 5 to 6 p.m. roughly. As always, we will announce it as soon as we know in our Discord server.
We use the 172 for a couple of reasons. The 152 is fine to get up to 10,000 feet. It struggles, but it does get there. It's just a lot easier and quicker in the 172. 182 would be even better again, but they're more expensive again. So the cladding's gone up to all the way around on that level. To be about getting ready to go up the next level again with the cladding.
Yeah, from the pictures I've seen and from our live cam, I haven't seen them start on the 3rd level of cladding just yet.
Well, it'll actually be the 4th because the bottom layer's missing.
Well, as far as the amount of layers that are on there so far.
Yeah.
Oh, we just got another $50 donation from David Richter. That's $100 from David Richter. And he says, "Are excited, great support." So he's thanking Are Excited for the $50 donation. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
Donation fight. Keep going.
I wasn't going to say that. But good on you. No judgment.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, guys. It's huge. It really is. Helps us stay in the air every week and bringing these awesome shows to you.
Okay, we're at the grand
And the
part.
photos.
See if you feel. I see all the familiar Motley crew there in chat. Zada and all the rest is. That gas is not cheap. Yeah, nothing's cheap at the moment.
100%.
I think we'll find a few things will go up in price still with all that, all the troubles in the world right now. That's awesome seeing 39 out there. Oh, that's not it. I missed. Yeah, it's awesome seeing 39. I see someone's already got a photo of it from the river in over on X.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, I guess the big news through the week was Artemis. How was that, eh? That was pretty awesome seeing Artemis come back and the re-entry and the splashdown. That was pretty cool.
I liked how they were parasailing right at the end there for a little bit until they released the parachutes.
Yeah, I mean, the method of recovery, it was so inefficient, but damn, it looked so good.
Yeah, super cool.
What, you
Yeah,
expect the
SpaceX
government
is
to do
really
things
good
the efficient way? Are you crazy?
Yeah, they're currently on the way to Houston.
I tell you, the one thing they really need to work on is their cameras. Golly. The coverage was so spotty and bleh.
Cameras are fine. It's just the whoever is doing the transition or the live from those cameras.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen the obviously the footage after the fact.
Well, and then also, like, as it was coming down, we were just starting to get into the plasma, and then boom, cut out.
Well, that's not going to be able to be fixed, so.
Well, I mean, let's talk to SpaceX a little bit.
They'd have to have like a drogue, I don't know, Starlink trailing behind them or something.
Heck yeah.
To be fair though, with why SpaceX able to get such good views, it's mostly because the Starship is ginormous and punches a hole for it to be able to transmit the signal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, Starlink's not gonna do anything for a capsule. Like, it's impossible.
Because the plasma wraps entirely around it, like, well, at the back, at least when it, in the low pressure zone, it kind of all impinges into one. So, like, there's no area for the signal to escape.
Sure. But I mean, like, just like as we saw with, what was it? I think the first flight where we started to get pictures of the plasma, and then the plasma kind of like wrecked the camera view, and then the next flight after that was fixed. We'll get there eventually.
Well, what matters
SpaceX
most
is really.
is the.
Sorry.
I say, yeah, what matters most is the crew made it all the way back home in one piece, and they're now on the way to Houston.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype about the shield, but I mean, the first one came down as well, the shield. So, yeah, the shield worked. There it is, splashdown. What an adventure, eh, for them? An amazing adventure.
It was
It
funny
was,
watching.
yeah, it was a hell of a 10 days to say the least.
Indeed.
It was an amazing 10 days for sure. I was watching someone saying when the boats were rushing towards the capsule, they're like, pirates! Thought that was funny.
Yeah,
they
and
got
these
some good
shots,
images.
man, it just, wow. Some of these shots are just incredible.
Pretty breathtaking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, the eclipse.
Makes it feel so much closer, doesn't it?
Look at the size of the
Yeah.
mountains in here.
That's an
Actually
eclipse from the
shows.
dark side of the moon.
Yeah, yep. Yep, something rarely gets to see. Rarely is that photo, if ever, been taken, that photo. Maybe they did in Apollo.
I mean, it's cool enough going around the moon, but to have a solar eclipse as well, I mean, that's just. What do we even say to that?
Chef's kiss.
And the timing and just how timing all worked out. Had they launched when they were initially supposed to, they wouldn't have been able to see that. And had they had to delay it all, we wouldn't have gotten that either. So timing really worked out.
Yeah, everything just seemed to go so darn well with that mission. Maybe not on the toilet side, though.
I suppose I should look at
Yeah,
the
toilet
actual
could
NASA.
toilet's gonna need some work, but
they sent a supply mission up, didn't they? Well, I've never think I've seen
Big
a
enough.
Falcon booster do that before.
Yeah, they've been doing that a long time.
No, I mean the smoke trail coming off it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I missed that.
It's usually just the ones returning to land. You don't see that in the ocean. Well, I mean, we don't have views of it in the ocean. I guess we put that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. See how slam dunk burn. Cool. I was trying to find the Artemis actual thingy. I guess it's through NASA, is it, all the photos?
yeah, they have them on their Flickr page as well as the NASA.gov or images.nasa.gov. But images.nasa.gov is kind of a pain in the butt for searching for images. It's not
And
the
real quick
easiest.
for everybody watching live on YouTube, that is the end of this stream. If you want to keep up with the chat, be sure to join the Discord channel where we keep on talking about it. We have the show and tells and all that stuff. But